Good evening and welcome to the first of two meetings tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove, and at this time we will convene our Board of Sanitation meeting for Monday, June the 15th, 2020. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, June the 1st, 2020. Floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none.
I have none. Thank you.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
My second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you. This evening, Board, we have 3 pages of wastewater claims in the amount of $163,434.69. Floor is open for any questions or comments.
I have none.
I have none.
I have one comment, and that is on page 2 about the 6th one down. Our monthly Citizens Energy Group bill to treat wastewater for June was $89,707.85. So those costs continue to go up. We adjusted our rates earlier this year to try to offset that. I'm not sure it's enough, but each month I give that information to the council so that they can look at it. I don't have any reason to believe that these won't continue to go up. So, Jim, you have any comment on it?
Yeah, I agree. One of the city council members asked how much we've spent compared to last year, and compared to last year, to date, we've spent $89,181 more this year, just as citizens alone, compared to last year to date. So my guess is just continue to go up as well. But.
And over the next 3 to 4 years, every year those rates are going to go higher, what they charge us, so we're going to have to offset that. So that's the big reason for the rate increases. So anyway, no further questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the wastewater claims dated June the 15th, 2020 in the amount of $163,434.69.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. We have no unfinished business from the previous meeting, and we have no new business for the Board of Sanitation. Comments from board members?
I do have a comment. Jim, is it possible that you can give us a Citizens Energy Group, maybe update once a month of a year-to-date total?
Absolutely.
Just so citizens can see that they are increasing their rates and that we have to offset that.
Yep, absolutely.
Great, thanks. I can help remind you too.
I have no
Thank you, that's all.
comments.
No other comments? I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
The meeting is adjourned at 6:04 p.m. We will convene our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting tonight after we reset. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the second and final meeting tonight. My name is Dennis Buckley, Mayor of the City of Beech Grove. And at this time, we will convene our Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for Monday, June the 15th, 2020. In lieu of a roll call, I will ask each participant to introduce themselves, beginning on my immediate left.
Dave Harrison.
James Kaufman, Clerk Treasurer.
Craig Wiley, City Attorney.
Sandy Seward.
Thank you, Board. You have been presented a printed copy of the minutes of the previous meeting dated Monday, June the 1st, 2020. The floor is open for any questions, comments, or corrections.
I have none, thank you.
I have none.
No questions, comments, or corrections. I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you, Board. This evening, Board, we have 25 pages of corporate claims in the amount of $1,098,659.78. Floor is open for any questions or comments.
I have none, thank you.
I have none.
We had a couple of questions. I'll defer, or comments. I'll defer to Jim.
So if you look on page 20, the senior center bus lease, that is the last payment for the senior center bus. So that is now over. So we now officially own the senior center bus. So that payment was made for the final payment. So it's exciting. And then if you look at page 25, we did have budgeted this year 4 new police cars. So 3 new cars and 1 SUV. So the SUV was 38,000 and the 3 police cars were 111 some change. So those are all paid for. No new debt was received for that. So that was all paid for. So
Great.
that's a good thing to have. So again, that was budgeted for last year. So we appreciate that. But good to have those things paid for without taking any more debt.
Great.
I think there's at least one, maybe 2 payrolls in this as well.
There's one. Yeah, there is one payroll in there as well, and then also the retiree, I believe. So
Thank you.
If there's no questions or comments, I'll ask for a motion to approve the corporate claims dated June the 15th, 2020 in the amount of $1,098,659.78.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. Thank you, Board. We have no unfinished business to carry over from the previous meeting. Under new business, we have 2 items. The first item is we have a pair of handicap parking permits, and I'll defer to the clerk for any comment. Jim?
yeah, there are 2 applications. One's for Melinda Pike and one for Nancy Ellis. So they submitted their paperwork, everything that was needed for that. Just ready for the approval. So yes, so 2 of them tonight.
Any questions or comments from board members?
I have none,
No.
thank you.
No.
If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve the application for handicap permit for Nancy Ellis and for Melinda Pike.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. The last order of business is permission to host a block party. And I'll defer to the clerk to read the request into the record. Jim?
To whom it may concern, the neighbors of the 300 block of North. Is that 7th? Is that 7th?
North 7th.
Sorry, I had to read. North 7th are so ready to get out and blow the stink off. They would like to have a block party like we used to on July 4th. We would like to have the street blocked off from Bethel to Cleveland. If we could have it closed from around 10 to 7 would be great. Thank you, Jackie Rush.
Comments from board members?
I have none.
Do that a long time ago.
Yep.
And quit doing it.
I think it's a great thing. I hope they can social distance and still have a good time.
I don't have a problem with it.
No other questions or comments. I'll ask for a motion to approve the request for a block party on North 7th.
I'll make said motion.
I'd second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I also vote aye, and the motion carries. And comments from board members.
I have none.
I wanted to speak to the public very briefly on the status of the Little League. Earlier, during this COVID-19 virus process, the Parks Board made a decision to not have the Little League this summer. And whether you liked the decision or you didn't like it, It was a decision that the Parks Board made, and they oversee the park system. And I wasn't going to intercede on behalf of anyone because whether I like the decision or not, I think the Parks Board has their place, and they are the governing body for the park system. So that was the decision that they made. Over the weekend, there was some problems with a couple of travel teams came down to the Little League Diamond to practice or have some type of game, not sure. So in speaking with the Parks Director today, I found out that there was 2 separate teams down there on Sunday. Neither team had permission to be there. Neither team petitioned the Parks Board for any type of permission to play down there. So our Parks Director went down there and talked to them, and when he got down there, they were just wrapping things up. So he advised them that in the future they cannot do that. The Little League has exclusive rights to that property from April, on a normal year, from April 1st until after the All-Stars are done and all of that. So anyway, there was some unkind things said, and maybe a few spoke too early, and but I wanted to get that out, that the Parks Board nor the Parks Director give anyone any approval to be down there at the Little League Diamonds for the purpose of playing baseball. I have been told since then that the Parks Board is going to meet this coming Wednesday, which would be the 17th, at their regular meeting to talk about, they want to revisit the decision that they made a couple of months ago. So we'll see what they do. I'll support their decision either way. But I wanted to get that out tonight because a few people jumped the gun and blamed the Parks Board and the Parks Director and myself, and they can blame me till the cows come home. But I think the blaming on the Parks Board and the Parks Director, that was unwarranted. So I wanted to get that out. So having said that, I don't know if you wanted to follow up with any comments on it or not.
No, I just read basically what you said. I don't have any problem.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, you had no say in the decision. It was strictly the Parks Board that made the decision, correct?
To not do the Little
To
League,
not do
yes.
Little
That was a
League.
decision made by
Okay.
the Parks Board.
Right, and it had nothing to do with this board or city council. It was all Parks Department, just to be clear.
Yeah, Parks Board. All right. Thank you. Having said that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make said motion.
I second.
The meeting is adjourned at 6:15 PM.